What's happening, guys? Let me see. Let me turn all the brightness on my phone up a little bit. Got it pretty dim. Oh, hope you guys can see I'm actually out here at our complex, just enjoying the day, enjoying the day off or whatever. Thankfully, ran my normal route yesterday, so got off and got home. Had a somewhat decent time. Just gonna walk to the back here real quick. Pretty busy out front, so figure walk into our back patio or back porch or whatever. Just kind of have a place where I can kind of hang out for a minute while I do this live video. But if you're not familiar with me, my name is Chris Blodgett. I'm a FedEx trucker, and I'm an online entrepreneur. I'm a podcast host. To check out, there we go. All right, cool stuff back here on our back porch. But to check out, if you're looking for a podcast, go to blodgettshow.com. I'm on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, a bunch of others. I'm gonna stand up. Just sitting down. I'm like, man, it's in this little thing right here. It's kind of in the corner, so it's like out of the airflow. So I'm not sitting there going, man, I'm hot. Whew, had to catch my breath too. Just walked down and through, got rid of a couple bags of trash and whatnot. So, but yeah, I'm always preaching. You gotta take daily consistent action. And I know sometimes I fall short of even my own, what I recommend. Like I might not. There's days where I've not been able to get anything done, and so all you can do is do your best. Like self-care is definitely the most important thing. You gotta do whatever you can for yourself to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. To make sure that you're okay. And even if that's going for a walk, if that's going for a drive, maybe having a drink, just like a one little, like a glass of wine or something, or watching a movie, There's a lot of things that when I'm off, I actually enjoy doing, like throwing on Netflix. Lately I've been I've noticed that as a writer, because I also am working on a book and, got a couple books. Like I got one major book in the works, and I got another one that I've got stuff together for it, and I'm just kind of, working on that and stuff. Future income streams, stuff that I'm actively working on, eventually replacing what I currently do, and not having to go over the road or be gone every day doing trucking stuff, But in the meantime, I get paid pretty well doing what I do, so hey, I'll do it for right now while I continue working on the side stuff. Building the online income streams, building the, I'm already like starting to melt, but building the online income streams, growing the podcast, eventually, within probably the next couple years at least, I anticipate I will have achieved what I'm after and won't be worrying so much about like, hey, I got to go to work today. Instead I'll be, hey, I'm going to go hit the gym, I'm going to work out, go for a walk with the family. I'm going to do this, going to do that, because my schedule will actually allow it, versus like right now it doesn't, so especially with the way like the last 2 days of my week went. I went on Friday night, I worked at 9 o'clock at night, got back home at like 6 in the morning, was told I wasn't working until 9 p.m. Saturday night, got a call 3:45 literally right after I woke up saying, actually, you're doing your normal run, need to head in. I'm like, well, crap. All right. Well, I wasn't expected to be going to work until tonight, so I'll go ahead and get ready and head in. So they tried to give me a hard time, like halfway to Illinois, and tried to be like, hey, what time are you gonna get there? And I was like, hey, sir, I was expected to work tonight. Like I worked a night shift last night, and then you had me switching back today. So it's like you can't expect that I'm gonna get back home at 6:30 and be back at the truck at 2. It just ain't gonna happen, because you gotta have 10 hours off. So they'll try to push it though. They try to push you. It's like any bosses, they try to push to get more out of you than is possible sometimes. And thankfully, with the DOT as a driver, they, you literally have a set hours of service. You can be on duty, you can be driving for 11 hours, you can be on duty for 14, and you have to be off for 10 before you get your time back. And so they'll try to be like, well, like, you need to get back there as soon as you can. I'm like, well, my 10 is up at this time, so at that time I'll be either heading to the truck or I'll be back there just before it. I ain't gonna get there like 30 or 40 or an hour before my time's up, because, you know, I have 10 hours off. So I'm well within my rights to wait that full 10 hours and then take off to go ahead to the truck. Sometimes I'm nice, so I'll wait, and it's like 10 minutes before my time's coming back. Then I'll leave. It takes about 15 minutes to get to the truck, get back to the FedEx hub. So I'll wait until it's like 9 hours and 50 minutes of being off duty, and then all right, I gotta go to work. So I'll get there about the time my time resets. I'll be ready to go, but I ain't gonna sit there and wait for a while for my time to come back just because they want me back as soon as possible. You know, it's like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna take my time. So, but you know, the funny thing is, it's not really that hot today. It's just humid. You can see like the clouds. Really, it's kind of overcast and stuff. So it's really not that bad, you know. So I'm not really hot, but obviously you can see I'm kind of sweating a little bit here. So, but I'm trying to change things up because I know for a while I was doing the 3 pieces of short content, you know, and then doing live. And I had somebody comment on my Facebook business page, can you try talking, like, actually do some talking for once? Because I do a lot of them where I'm basically have like the lady that created the actual programs, you know, I'm doing a duet with her. That's how we're taught to do it. That's like literally the videos like that are perfectly fine as far as digital marketing. You're always going to have that video out there. It's digital real estate. It's not going to go away. But I understand what they're saying, like, hey, you know, can you do some talking? And I'm like, well, that's why I do lives, because here I am, you know. But on the short pieces of video and stuff, or short pieces of content, I'm like, you know, I haven't been in it long enough for me to be like, you know, like I do the videos with the ones that are the experts that have been in it a long time, that created it or whatever, that are actually really successful, and so it makes more sense for me to jump on a video with them, because they're actually, you know, it's like if you're trying to market something, let's say you're trying to market auto repair, right? And you know, but you're not too, like, you've just started in that niche, you know, and so you're putting stuff out there, but you're locking arms with somebody that's like an expert, somebody that's a mechanic, and they do a video and talk about, like, yeah, see, this is how you take care of a car, this is how the proper way to, or the proper interval to actually be doing maintenance on your car, and you're literally like, yeah, see, this guy knows what he's talking about, you guys check it out, blah blah blah. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, because you're locking arms and partnering with somebody that actually is an expert in the field, and you're like, hey guys, check it out. Let's say you just opened your shop, but you're again, you're not an expert, so you're like, hey guys, if you want your car fixed, you know, want your car have stuff done on your car, I have a new shop that just opened, blah blah blah. And the reason why you should listen to this guy, because this guy, you know, he's an expert in the field. You know, I'm fairly new. My shop's brand new, but this guy knows what he's talking about. Check it out, you know, and listen to what he recommends or whatever. And you know, oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. And then the person advertising, like, by the way, if you go to my new shop, I'll give you a such and such deal. You know, but if you heard the guy, this is why you should take care of your car every couple months instead of like once a year or a couple years. You know. So it's like leaning on the experts to get the information out there, but yet you're still marketing your business, you know. So that's kind of why I do what I do. But of course, I'm constantly pivoting, constantly working on, okay, how can I make it better? How can I do something different that's actually going to go across better? You know, like now I'm kind of leaning towards maybe doing these lives and maybe doing regular TikToks, you know, like where you duet with random lip sync, whatever, to kind of, you know, because my following's growing, everything's happening, you know, like everything I'm doing with the Legacy Builder program, it is doing what it's doing. Like I'm gaining followers on TikTok, my YouTube channel has been growing a little bit, Twitter's been growing, yes, I call it Twitter still, actually I call it Twitter X, and then, let's see, my Instagram's been growing, you know, my email list, you know, still, you know, getting a couple leads here, a couple leads there. They're joining my email list, going to my page, putting their email in there. You know, so things are happening. It's slow. You know, it's one of those things, if you quit, you're never going to get where you want to go. Like, if you quit trying, that's never going to happen. You know, some people like to do the, well, someday, you know, someday this is going to happen. Someday things get better. Someday I'll figure things out. But then they go to work, they go throughout their day-to-day stuff. You know, they keep doing the same stuff. And it's always, well, someday, you know, someday. Well, guys, unless you take action on something and actually work towards it, like set a goal, set a plan, take action steps towards it, then that someday will probably be more likely to be never, because unless it just miraculously happens, which you know how that is. Like, it may just happen without you doing anything, but the odds of that are pretty slim, especially when you're talking about like financial freedom and retiring yourself from your job and stuff like that. Like, I could work the next 30 years saying, well, someday, and then look back at 30 years and go, well, man, like, I really thought it was going to happen. But instead, I'm actively working on it. You know, taking the daily action steps, working on the business, doing these lives, sharing them to groups, you know, and working on like my writing stuff, you know, working on the different writing projects I have to eventually get I know I at least will have 2 books published eventually. Probably have others, but I know I at least have two projects in the works right now that I'm actively working on. And then of course the podcast, you know, that'll eventually, you know, if I keep doing that, that'll eventually take off, and, you know, I'll actually turn that into a online income stream as well, because I'll be advertising or whatever, you know, be able to monetize it, which that's my only holdup with that, is I have no idea how to do that. But I'm working on it, you know. It's like I'm just doing my episodes every week and continuing to just take it week by week and figure, well, at least get the Real Talk Tuesday episode, and I got to start getting the story ones back out there again. But, you know, it's just, I'm doing the best I can, especially when you switch from night shift to day shift. You know, it's kind of hard to fit other stuff in, like working on like something with my military disability, and they messaged me yesterday afternoon like, hey Chris, did you ever get those documents uploaded? I was like, no, not yet. I said, last night I worked a night shift, and then I'm back a day shift today, so it was like literally got home, slept, came back to work, versus got home, slept to have the rest of the day and come back to work. But I said, I'm off tomorrow on Monday, I'll work on them, then I'll get everything submitted, so that way we can be working on that, because that's another income increase that should happen within the next like 6 months. It takes a bit to do it, but I got to submit a bunch of stuff, go like deal with doctors, you know, and basically work on getting that increased or whatever. So, you know, it's all good, but it's one of those things, guys. If you're looking for a way, even if, let's say, you don't have 900 to do, there's the 4 programs that we offer. And again, like, I'm working on other stuff too, getting other stuff set up. So anybody that actually opts in, joins my email list and stuff like that, when I come across other things that are quite a bit cheaper, that maybe it'd be easier for them to do, at that point I'll send an email off to my list and basically be like, hey guys, by the way, check this out, you know, like, this might be easier for you, you know, it's less, you know, doesn't cost as much, maybe you can work it a little bit better, you know. So you know, it's like, as I find things that other possible income streams, I'm going to let people know about those as well, because you don't want to just have one income stream. You don't want to just have like your job, because basically there's a saying, you're always only one paycheck away from being broke, from being unemployed or whatever, because all they have to do is like cut your position, and basically you're just like, oh crap, I'm unemployed, I don't have any money set aside, oh crap. But if you have 5 or 6 different streams of income coming in, and let's say you're still working your job, but your job fires you, you still have the other streams of income. So you're like, oh, I lost my job, but we have savings and we have all these other things, these other incomes coming in. We're still good, you know? And so you want to be able to depend on yourself instead of depend on others. Like, you want to be able to say, hey, you know, I don't care if I work, great. If I don't, yeah, well, you know, because at least, you know, if you're not working and you have these other streams, you're still good, you know? So if you want to learn more about how to, you know, as far as the digital marketing stuff that I'm doing with the Legacy Builder program or the other programs that we offer, so we have 4 programs. The top one, the most popular one, is the Legacy Builder program. That's the $900 program. With that one, you get all 4 courses. The one below that is a $600 digital mastery. With that one, you would get that one and the 2 courses below it. The one below that one is a $300 passive daily pay blueprint. With that one, you get that one, and then you get the one below that, which is a $100 launchpad. That one focuses more on social media and how to grow it and gain a following, start earning on social media. So, with every one of these courses, you learn. You know, you have different set. You get more and more as you go up. So, like I said, you do the digital, or if you do the Legacy Builder program, you get all 4. So you get it's like a $1,900 value for like $900. If you do the digital mastery, that one is like a $900 value. Wait, I see. Wait, $1,000 value for $600. And then the passive daily pay blueprint, that one. Actually, okay, I got that wrong. So, digital mastery, the $600 one, you get that one. No, yeah, it's $1,000. So you get that one, you get $300 program, and you get the $100 launchpad. So the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, that one you get $400 value for $300 because you get that one plus a $100 launchpad. Launchpad, you basically just get launchpad. So that one focuses on social media, like I mentioned. But all of these, you get 100% profit from. You have the 100% resale rights on them, and whenever you sell these courses, you get 100% commission. Like somebody buys a $900 Legacy Builder program from you make $900. I learned that my first week. That was pretty awesome. I literally first 5 days in, paid my $900. I took a week to go ahead and get my website all set up, make sure everything was done right, and then I started promoting it. And then after that first week, like towards the end of that first week, I woke up and it was like, congratulations, you had a Legacy Builder program. You made a $900 sale. Like, holy shit. Next day I woke up, congratulations, somebody bought a Launchpad off you. You made $100. Like, wow. $1,000 my first week. Awesome. So is it guaranteed to happen like that? No. But the way that it will is if you are consistent with it. The way that you keep doing it and stuff. Like, you may not have sales for a little bit, but like I said, the videos that you do or the digital content you put out there, you follow the training, the step-by-step video guidance, it will literally walk you through step-by-step how to set everything up, what you should do, this is beginner friendly, like how to, like people who've never done anything like this before, people who maybe don't even have a TikTok or an Instagram or YouTube, it literally walks you through how to start and what to start doing. And then you just, there's a community you get access to. There's webinars every week. So the only additional cost on top of the whatever, if it's $100, $300, $600, or $900 program, is a $29 fee, and that gets you access to the community, it gets you your website and stuff like that. So for more information, click that paperclip icon down there and put your email in there, reply back to my email with any questions. It'll take you to a short video. If it's something that you want to do, click I'm ready. And that'll take you to the main sales page. We'll see all 4 courses. The top one will be the $100 one. So you have to scroll down if you want to do the Legacy Builder program. But aside from that, if we want to change our life, it's all about us making those changes. It's not just going to happen. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'll just pray for it. Pray. Former previous friend of mine, we had a falling out because I honestly, I can't deal with the drama and negativity. So I finally backed away. But I had to, she was all about, very religious or whatever. Nothing wrong with that, because I am too. But it was always, no matter what, well, I keep praying and I keep having faith and keep, I'm trying to have patience and trying to just relax and trying to have faith it's going to happen. I'm just going to pray about it every day. I did my prayer time, whatever. All right, well, and I was always saying, okay, but what are you doing to actually make it happen? Because you can't just pray about it, pray about it, but then, we get guided towards stuff like, hey, when they say when one door closes, another one opens. So, if, let's say you're struggling in one area, lost your job or hours got cut back or whatever, you got to keep an eye out for other possibilities out there on ways to change that, ways to make that better, So in her case, she was literally just messaging me saying, I'm just trying to be patient, and stuff like that. And I'm praying and putting it before God and stuff. And okay, I like, do what you gotta do. Like, I pray too, but I'm also actively trying to change it. Like, I'm not just sitting around going, well, I hope it just falls in my lap and happens. So, because it ain't gonna, like, it's not gonna just fall on your lap, and life's not just gonna change. So, it's like, gotta go out there and go after what you want. So, again, if you want to know more information about how you can start the path towards you being a digital marketer as well, and start to learn these skills or whatever to apply not just to the like selling these programs, but like if you have another business, you could use it to benefit that one too, to grow that one. So click that paperclip icon down there, check it out, and it all starts with that first step, taking action initially, and then you just take consistent action after that to work on it. Doing what you gotta do, logging on every day, committing at least an hour to learning the skills and doing what you gotta do, and and it'll happen, but you gotta go after it and gotta make it happen. So on that note, guys, again, click that paperclip icon down there if you want more information. But aside from that, I wanted to get this live out of the way because I wanted to basically be able to, I still gotta do some writing, got my computer downstairs here, but business wise, I wanted to at least get live out of the way, and went and picked up my meal prep stuff for work for the week, and pretty much now it's just time to hang out with the fam and just enjoy today and tomorrow off, although I'll jump on here live tomorrow sometime too, but I'm trying to at least take daily consistent action and work on it, and it's hard to do sometimes because if you're not having the really quick results like you want, it can be frustrating and it can be discouraging. People quit after a little while because, man, I've been doing it for a couple weeks or a month and I haven't done anything. I'm like, well, I've been doing this for a couple months. I'm not where I want to be, but I know that if I quit, I'm never going to get there. So this is me putting myself out there and saying, look, I'm not going to quit. Like, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen. So click that link down there, check it out. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and look forward to talking to you next time, and I will see you then. Have a good one.